Hello and welcome to the second of these video tutorials in the Stand and Deliver series, aimed at trying to help you transition from training room teaching to becoming a confident and competent online deliverer. Well, in the Level 1 tutorial we've looked at some basics of online delivery, trying to keep it as much like a classroom or training room delivery mode as possible. In this second level, we're going to look at a few additional things that we can do to make online delivery perhaps just that little bit slicker and, in a way, a lot easier for the deliverer, that's you, and for the learners in that online classroom. The first thing I'm going to do is show you how you can set up a simple dashboard to contain all of the resources that you may need to use in your online delivery. The aim is to keep everything together in one place, which I think makes it easier for you, the deliverer, and a lot easier for the online learners. It's their go-to page. They can look at it and use it before the session begins, during the session, and equally after the session has ended. This is where I load my resources and links, and that's really all it is. It's a Google site page with links, and I'm going to show you how you can make your own. Once we've looked at how to create a dashboard, I'm going to show you how you can create breakout groups within your online class. If you've taught a very large online class, you'll know that it creates or poses a number of challenges. Student collaboration can be a lot harder to manage in a big online class, and the sheer size of the class itself may inhibit some students from making their contributions. It may become dominated over a long session by a few key individuals. There's also a risk, as I say here, of non-engagement by students in a very large class, with some of them perhaps going missing, perhaps not physically, but at least mentally or intellectually. So one of the options is to set up teams or breakout groups where students can work together in much smaller teams. And the last thing I want to do in this Level 2 video tutorial is to show you how you can share slides. We've done it with Google Docs when we talked about collaborating with Google Docs. We can do exactly the same with Google Slides, and I'll show you in this tutorial how to do that. I'll also show you, because I know many of you are more familiar with PowerPoint, how to do it with PowerPoint as well. So we'll look at how to do that. So let's get started and create a simple dashboard for the resources that we'll be using in our online delivery, the go-to page for the students, and a compendium of the resources that we're going to use. Well, I'm going to build my dashboard in Google Sites, which is really very straightforward. I'm just going to paste in sites.google.com new and click on that. Well, I've got quite a lot of sites, so I'm just going to go down here to this plus button, and that will take me to a new site. The first thing I'm going to do is give it a title, and you can see I've put in Jay's First Dashboard. The other thing I can do is give the page a name, so I'll call this simply Dashboard Home. And what I can do as well, which I like to do, is reduce the size of that text a little bit and just drag that down here like that. I think it looks neater, and if you wish, there's a little palette here and you can add your emphasis or your color just there to make it look a bit snazzy. And then if I want to, I can click in here and put an image in the header. I can just upload one. Some images are too small and don't display well, but generally speaking, you can find something that works reasonably well. So I'll just come down here a little bit. Let's try this one, see what happens. Put that in there. And there we are. We've got a picture at the top there, an attractive picture for our header. If the image looks a little bit fuzzy, just click on here and it sharpens it up. Well, let's begin to populate our dashboard. And over here on the Tools menu, you can see I'm in the Insert mode, and I'm going to go down here until I see this one here, which is 4 pictures with text underneath, and I'll just click that. And now all I need to do is upload my images to these squares by clicking on the plus buttons, and then put text underneath to show where the link goes to. So I'll add the text in. I'll pause while I do that. So you can see here that I've got 4 links that I'm going to put into my dashboard to begin with. And I'm now going to click on the plus button and upload an image. And this is for the class Meet. So I'll select that and open. And the image goes in there. Next one for my slides, upload an image. And I'll put this one in and open. For my assignment, I'm going to put another image in that box. Let's try that one. Open. And a Google group, and I'll put an image for Google group in there. Well, now we have to put the links in. So I'm going to click on this icon here and click twice to get this link button. So I click on the link. Now I've got a Meet open, so I'm going to go to that, and here is the Meet ID. So I'm going to copy that, come back to my dashboard, pop in the link and apply. And that image now is a direct link to the class Meet. I could also put the link into the text and paste and apply. And now I have a link both from the image and the class Meet. I follow exactly the same procedure with my slides. So click twice, link, find the link from my slides. So I'll click on share, get the shareable link. This is anyone can view. It's copied to the clipboard. I click done, come back to my dashboard and put the link in there and apply. And again with the text, link, paste, apply. I have my assignment for the module in Google Docs format, so exactly the same procedure. Click on here and get the link, and then get the link from here, the shareable link. It's copied to the clipboard and come back to the dashboard and paste. So I won't do the other ones. You can get the idea. You do the same thing exactly with the Google group, and I'll do that whilst I'm not recording the tutorial. Well, here's the moment of truth. Let's see if this works. What I need to do is go up here into preview mode and just scroll up a little bit. Now there are my 4 dashboard icons, all now linked to their respective destination. So now for the moment of truth. Let's see if this works. I'm just going to go up here to this preview button and click on that, and I'll just scroll up that, and the first thing I'll try is the Google Meet. Click on here and there we are. I'm taken to this page where I'm asked to join, and you only get this asked to join once. Once you've joined, you're in for the duration of the session. Well, the other links should work equally well. If I click on the Google group, and there we are. And I've set up what's called a Q&A Google group in this case. And so if people want to ask a question, they simply click on there and put their question title and ask a question. They can attach files if they wish. A couple of points about setting up a dashboard. Yes, it does take time to put the links in, but don't forget, simply in Google Sites, you can make a copy of your site, duplicate the site. So you could do this for each of your modules or subjects and simply change the links on your icons for the dashboard. It's as easy as that. The second key advantage of using a dashboard rather than lots of different individual links is that you need only send one link. And in order to show you that, I need to publish the site. There we are. I'll just click publish, then it'll give me a preview page for publishing, which should be, oh no, here we are, it's published successfully. And now it's been published successfully, I can go up to copy the published site link. So there we are, I can copy the link and I could send that to anybody, perhaps in my joining instructions. If I paste it in here and show you what happens. So that link is now in there and it's gone to Jay's first dashboard. There's the dashboard home, and there are the links to my various resources. If you want to work on a dashboard with somebody else, then you can share that site and give them editing rights as well. Well, this is a good time to show you how to create breakout groups for your students. So if I just scroll up here a little bit, and I'm going to do exactly what I did before. I'm on Insert. I'm going to click here, and it's going to put another 4 links or potential links onto my homepage of the site. And there we are. I've put 3 team names in, and I've also put a link here for session feedback at the end of the delivery. Well, I could create 3 individual Google Meets, one for each team, Team 1, Team 2 and Team 3, and then link the meet as I did above for each of the teams, and they would have their own Hangout or their own meet, and they could use the comment box or the chat box as well as chat online. But I want to do a bit more than that. I want to give them the opportunity to chat online, but in their smaller teams to collaborate on a Google document or a task. So I'll pause while I put some images in here, and there we are. I've just put an image in each of the team boxes and an image in the feedback box. Now I do need to do something to make this work as well as possible, and that's to create a page for each of the teams. And on that page I'm going to have a link to a Google Meet, and I'm going to have a team document that that team and that team only will complete at various points during the session. So I need to go up here to Pages, and I only have a home page at the moment. If I move across to these 3 dots, I can add a subpage, and I'm going to call that Team 1, and done. And then I'm going to go back here to the 3 dots, and I'm going to add a subpage, and I'm going to call it Team 2. And I bet you can't guess what I'm going to do next. Back up here, a subpage, and Team 3. There we are. And here we are back on the home page. I'm going to click here. And now I'm going to go back to my Insert menu, and I'm going to insert an image and upload. And I'm going to put in the image for my Google Meet that I used previously for the main meet. And there it is. And I can resize this. I don't want it too big, so I can resize it to become much smaller. And if it looks a bit strange, I'm not very good at resizing, I can always click here and crop the image and say OK, or uncrop the image until I have what I want. Okay, we have the image, and now I click on text box, and I can put a text box here, and I'm going to click again for text box, and I'm going to put a little text box right underneath that icon for the Google Meet. Now I'm just going to enter some text, and I'll pause while I do that and then come back to the screen. So I've now added my text, and I've just said this is the Team 1 meeting link. Click the image to join, and you can use the team hangouts or team meets to allow the group to chat together before a task or during a task or after a task. Probably best to have a team coordinator to suggest when that happens. What I need to do now is create a meet for each team, and that's very straightforward. Copy the link and link it to the image as before. So this is how I do it. I open a new tab and type in meet.google.com, and there we are. I can join or start a meeting and click on there and call it Team 1 and continue. And now we're joining that meeting. So I can click join now and get the meeting details, which I copy joining information. Joining information has been copied. Close that down. Come back to my dashboard. Remember, click and click again. Put in the link. and click apply. And there we are. We now have our Team 1 Google Meet already there and linked directly to their own individual team meeting room. The other thing I want for each team is a task sheet that they can work on throughout the session. So I'm going to go to my Google Drive. I could just put a link to a Google document, that would be fine, but I'm going to go to my Drive and I'm going to search for, I created a document, so I'm going to look for Team 1 and Team 1 task sheet, and that should come up here. So Team 1 task sheet, and highlight it, insert it, and you'll see that that document now embeds itself within my Google site, or the team page in my Google site. I can stretch this little blue bar down here to show more of the task sheet. I'll just scroll up a little bit and do that again, bring that down like that. And so there we are, we have an embedded task sheet. And as soon as students want to input into that task sheet, they click and expand with this little arrow here, and that takes them directly to the Google document. There it is, just coming now. And provided we've shared that document, then students will be able to input, still loading here, students will be able to input into that document as a team. So here is the task sheet, and I'll just scroll down and you can see that we can begin to input ideas into the task sheet. And I can visit each team's task sheet to help them along the way with comments and suggestions, either in the comment box or verbally via the Google Meet. Well, let's go back now to our dashboard, and I'm going to go up here to preview, and here we could see our page as it will appear. And if I just scroll, you can see we've got the link to the Google Meet, and then underneath that task sheet there's the text input that we made just a moment ago. I'll come out of preview, don't forget to publish, and it offers you a chance to review what you've done. I'm just going to click publish again, and don't forget we can always get the link. This will be the link to the Team 1 page. If we go back to the home page and click here, then we'll have a link to the home page. Well, obviously you would need to furnish the Team 2 and Team 3 pages, but don't forget you can simply click and make a copy of a Google document and then rename the Team 1 document as Team 2 and then do it again for Team 3. Well, here's my site with all the links in place, and I've got links to my resources and to 3 team pages. Well, in the next part of the video I'll be showing you how you can share slides live and in real time during an online session, so that your students can input not into Google Documents alone, but into the slides themselves. I'll also show you how you can embed your PowerPoint slides quickly and easily into a page on this dashboard that you may have just created.